What's up, guys? It is JTB here, and welcome to another episode of the Cambridge United Road to Glory 3.0. Obviously, if you don't know why it's called 3.0, basically you just have to play a 3-back throughout the entirety of this journey. And we've started off, first year was, pretty average. Got some, hopefully, players that can be key building blocks for what eventually will become this amazing team. And in today's episode, we're trying to aim for a promotion up to the championship. So, just thought, everyone says FIFA career mode isn't realistic, and I can confirm it is not because Italy won the 2022 World Cup, and we all know they couldn't even beat North Macedonia. Alright, so now back to the serious stuff. Alfred Duncan is joining the team from the free agents list, a 74 overall center mid from Ghana, $14,000 wage. I think that's a very good deal. He's got pretty good traits. He can play center mid or defensive mid, so we'll have to see where he fits in our system. And also joining the team is Antonio Blanco, Spanish center mid, 9.5K, 73 overall, just like Duncan. Two very good players. He can play a little bit more defensive as well, so we'll just kind of have to see how things go. So we're sending our 4-star, 3-star scout to Venezuela to get some defenders. Our 4-star, 3-star scout to Colombia to get some physically strong players. And finally, our 4-star, 3-star scout to Ecuador with no requirements. Harvey Nibs has departed the club. He will be joining Brøndby IF for $1.3 million. He just never really has gotten a chance to make a name for himself at the club, so I figured it was time to sell him. Tolaj will be departing the club. He will be joining Alanyaspor over in Turkey for $2.15 million. He played a pretty good amount of games for us last season, but he just hasn't really taken the steps that I wanted to for him to really become the big-time player that I hoped he would be. Jason Ware has been sold. He'll be joining Kayserispor for $1.85 million. Again, another one of those players just hasn't really amounted to what I hoped he would be. Plus, with bringing in Blanco and Duncan, he doesn't really have a spot in the club anymore. Erngi Bojakshu will be leaving the club on a one-year loan move to Real Oviedo over in Spain. Enver Shulku will be going on a one-year loan move to Brazilian side Atletico Go. Should be a very good experience for him, obviously playing in such a prestigious league as the Brazilian League. And joining the team, speaking of Brazil, is Gustavo. Bought him from a team over in Asia. I don't remember which one, but got him for $6.8 million. He's pretty strong. He's pretty quick as well, and obviously he's a good enough shooter, so hopefully he should kind of complete this team. And also joining the team from the free agents list is Miles Sviar. If you remember, he was the Benfica goalkeeper who caught the ball and then walked into his own net pretty much against Manchester United. And he's always just been a kind of a career mode legend. Has really fallen off. This last year kind of started, and this year it's just really not been good for him. So hopefully we can rejuvenate his career. Lloyd Jones will be out of action for 4 weeks as he has suffered an ankle sprain. He's going to be out for 4 weeks. That could be bad, especially since he may be missing our FA Cup game against Oxford United. And he's not, thankfully. So the team this season we've been playing a 3-4-3. So obviously Sviar in goal, Williams, Okadina, Jones center backs, and then the midfield is Duncan, Blanco in the middle, then Neal and Lancaster on the wings, Almedi, Sinani on the outside wings, and then Gustavo is the striker. Here are the highlights.
Could be. He can't hold on to it. And he did what he had to do defensively.
Well, you have to think they're going to take the lead at some point, because they're really looking dangerous at the moment.
This looks more than decent. And there it is! Advantage. A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. He has time to play it over. Taylor. It should be! Well, body in the way. And a go. Cross into the middle. Dealt with that ball comfortably.
Well, time's running out, but these fans are driving their team on here.
Creative look about this. Has eyes for goal. Oh, and it goes. Couldn't grab hold of it. nothing untoward happened. And the referee has decided to add on a minimum of 5 minutes. Can he finish? Oh, a goal!
So a 2-2 draw does mean that there will be a replay. And here we are at the replay, this time traveling to the Kasan Stadium to face off against Oxford United. Lineup is different, however, playing a 3-1-4-2 this time. Backline and goalkeeper are the same. Duncan's the defensive mid, Blanco and Neil center mids, Ahmedi, Lancaster outside mids, Sinani and Gustavo are the strikers. Sinani's pretty much going to be playing a false 9, and obviously Gustavo will be playing a normal striker. Hopefully it works. Here are the highlights.
It's for a free kick. Duncan, Neil, getting the better of his opponent. He's in here. A goal! Baldock. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Real chance. And it's in! Well, attacking possibilities. A really sumptuous ball. Oh, could be a chance. Can he find the net? And there is the... Intercepting it intelligently. 20 minutes to go in this one. The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. And it goes! Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance.
Well, you have to think they're going to take the lead at some point, because they're really looking dangerous at the moment.
And he's in. Surely. And a goal! Just...
So a 3-2 victory thanks to that late goal from Neil will be enough to send us into the next round. So at the halfway point in the season, we are currently third, just behind Millwall and obviously Wigan Athletic. It's really interesting, you know, top 8 really here, because obviously Wigan are one of the better teams in League One, but Millwall and Birmingham City both just came down from the Championship. They're already in position to potentially go back up. Sunderland's up there, but they never seem to go up, so it could be an interesting second half of the season. And joining the team from the Youth Academy is Mateo Meza, Ecuadorian center back, 66 overall, not the greatest potential, so we'll have to see if he amounts to anything. Austin Ford is a very good passer on that right wing, so he'll have a chance, but doesn't look like he'll amount to anything special. Valentino Castro, though, could be very, very good for us. 64 overall, 72 to 90 potential. Might be great, don't know yet. Harvey Ingram looks like he could just be a one-game wonder. I mean, he'll probably come in and he'll have to make a name for himself quickly because not the greatest potential. Logan McLean, pretty good potential. Could be a pretty good rotation player. Plus, he's 6'1", so if we ever do switch into more of a, if I ever need a taller substitute to come on, he could be perfect. Adam Hilton is joining, 6'6" center back. He's going to have a spot at this club, probably only as a backup, but you never know with these guys. Alistair Logan is probably just going to end up being a backup. Too many players in front of him. And joining the team from the free agents list is German Cuesta, Uruguayan center back for 2.1K wage, 69 overall. I think is kind of the missing piece to this entire team. Also joining the team is Eduardo Azevedo, Brazilian center back from the free agents list, $850 wage. I think that's an absolute steal for us. Carmen Costa is also joining the team, 2.8K wage from Italy, defensive midfielder. Good player to throw in the mix. Leo Abrao, another good Portuguese center back. As you can tell, trying to beef up the center back rotation, figure out who the best 3 are. And Flavio Bianchi is joining to be a backup striker for us. And Steven Dosu to add some competition at that goalkeeping spot. So here we are in the third round of the FA Cup now. We are hosting Norwich, who actually have a career mode series that's going to be coming out, I believe, once all these Cambridge United series are done. So we're playing a 3-1-4-2, so Dosu is in goal, Abrao, Cuesta, Azevedo, center backs, Duncan's the defensive midfielder, Blanco, Armstrong center mids, Ahmedi, Lancaster on the wings, and Gustavo and Bianchi are the strikers. Here are the highlights.
This without question a very special day. This his debut match. Stuart, what should we expect to see from him?
Well, first and foremost, he's a good defender. He reads danger, he wins his aerial duels, and he organises those around him. He can also come out with the ball. He just needs a good start here.
Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. A goal in the early...
Really tight, but he was just too anxious to make his run. He was in, though.
Well, they are committed to making the substitution here. 30 minutes to go then. Good vision. Can he get onto this? And there it is! Taking on Liverpool.
Well, it's all to play for in the second leg. What a contest it will be with so much riding on it. A place in the final.
And possibilities here. Wonderfully weighted pass. He brings it down, but what to do?
So a 2-1 loss to Norwich does mean that we are out of the FA Cup. Could be a blessing in disguise though, because now we can fully focus on the league. Rob Grant has been sold to Salford City for $580k. And Lloyd Jones will be leaving the club once his contract expires. Really because, I mean, I signed all these really good young players. Hopefully they can make a name for themselves. So Jones, unfortunately, just doesn't fit in the team anymore. He was very good for us when he played, and now he'll get to join Mexican side Leon. Jabril Okadina will be going on a short loan move to Tigres over in Mexico. Should be a good chance for him to go get some playing time elsewhere and come back and fight for a starting spot next year. Adam Hilton will be going on a short loan move to SB Sandhausen, just because I want to keep him around, but he's not going to play, so need to loan him out, get some playing time. Mitov will be departing the club once his contract offer expires as well. I mean, we have so many good goalkeepers at the club, so it just doesn't make sense to keep him around, waste his career, because he deserves better. Leo Abrao has suffered a torn hip flexor injury. He's out for the next 3 months. Really bad timing to be loaning out all these center backs, but we'll have to do with what we have. And George Williams will also be leaving the club. Never really fit in. I mean, he's a natural right back. I've been forced him to play at center back, so he will be departing the club. Austin Ford will be going on a short loan move to Sheffield United. Actually a step up for him as they are in the championship, so good move for him. Stephen Dosu will be going on a short loan move to Brentford. Another good move for one of our players, again, stepping up in the leagues. Flavio Bianchi will be going on a 2-year loan move to Torino. Hopefully when he comes back he should be good. He does have great potential if I'm not mistaken, so getting to go back to his home country in Italy, playing for a side such as Torino should be good for him. So yeah, transfer window was very interesting because we didn't buy anybody, but we brought in a lot of players. Obviously we sold a couple, and obviously contracts expiring, plus all those loans, so usually January isn't this chaotic and crazy for me. I usually pretty much have a good idea of the team by then, but I mean, I was just scouting these free agents for so long, had to do something. Valentin Castro will be going on loan for the rest of next season. He will be joining Fluminense over in Brazil. Angel Vera is joining the team from the free agents list for $850 a week. Chilean goalkeeper, 17 years old, 72 overall, fighting for that starting spot. Niall Maher is also joining the team. Irish striker, 3.8k wage, pretty much to be a backup to replace Bianchi. Logan McLean will be going on a 1-year loan move to the Philadelphia Union for all of next season. Miles Villar will be going on a 2-year loan move to Leicester City, so huge upgrade for him. He's getting to join the Premier League, and he'll be there for the next 2 years. Iker Redondo is joining the team from the Youth Academy, Colombian center back. He's very strong and very quick, exactly what you want in a potential defensive midfielder. Ezra Sharp is joining the team from the Youth Academy, English striker. He's only 5'9" though, but if he can score goals, it doesn't matter how tall he is. So at the end of the league, we are in 5th place, which means we'll be facing off against Wigan Athletic in the promotion playoffs. In the first leg, we ended up tying the game 1-1, and here we are traveling to DW Stadium for the second leg. And here's how the team is lining up, playing our 3-1-4-2. Vera is in goal, Abrao, Cuesta, and Azevedo are the center backs, Duncan's the defensive mid, Blanco and Neil center mids, Almeni, Sinani on the wings, Maher and Gustavo are up top. Here are the highlights.
Oh, and he didn't miss by very much.
Yeah, he adjusted his body so well there. It's a great piece of skill, and it probably deserved the goal.
Maher. He must finish. Top. The save was a good one. Oh, great vision. Can they square the game? A goal here! He's in here. Still a chance. And a goal here!
So a 2-1 loss does unfortunately mean that our journey is now over. It went to extra time, and man, we should have won, but we did not. So yeah, I've ended up finishing 5th in the league comfortably. FA Cup got knocked out in the 3rd round by Norwich. Carabao Cup got knocked out by Peterborough, which stings. Papa John's Trophy got knocked out by Oxford, and obviously knocked out of the playoffs by Wigan. Alfred Duncan, Almedi, Sinani appeared in every single game for us and were solid. Gustavo led the team in goal scored with 24, Sinani had 20, Lancaster had 12. Blanco had 13 assists, Almedi 9, Duncan had 6. Mitov, Jones, Job, and Williams will all be leaving the club when their contracts expire. Overall managerial career, do have more of the draws and the losses, which is good. Also have more wins, but still have yet to get a trophy, and we're still in League 1. So I mean, looking at this team, we should definitely go up next year. I think with a couple of new additions, this team is one of the best teams down in League 1, maybe even the Championship. So we'll have to figure out what those additions are for next episode. And that is it for today. I really just can't believe we didn't get promoted. I mean, this team is so good, I think we'll get automatic next year. And if we don't, if we don't get promoted next year, then I think I've purely just failed as a manager. But it's going to be tough. Hopefully we can just power on, power through, and go up to the Championship, because that's obviously when things kind of start ticking, so you kind of start playing, these bigger teams, bigger players, and can really make a chance at some of these cup runs. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and it is JTB signing off.